Turkey says it's resumed energy exploration work in the eastern Mediterranean Sea, accusing Greece of not keeping its promises regarding disputed gas reserves in the region. The Turkish Navy announced a research vessel is conducting seismic surveys in a disputed area between Cyprus and Greece for the next 2 weeks. Greece has called the exploration illegal and a threat to peace. Last month, German Chancellor Angela Merkel held talks with the country's leaders to try to resolve the issue. The two sides were reportedly on the verge of issuing a joint statement. But then on Thursday, Greece signed a maritime border agreement with Egypt, designating an exclusive economic zone between the two nations in the East Mediterranean. Diplomats in Greece say the agreement nullifies an accord reached last year between Turkey and the internationally recognized government of Libya. Chronis Kapalidis is a maritime security analyst and academy associate at Chatham House. He joins me via Skype from Alexandroupoli in Greece. So, how serious could the situation become? Do you see there being perhaps some sort of military escalation in the Eastern Mediterranean?
We have information that over the last few hours, there's a high density of Navy vessels in the region. We have seen photographs released from the Turkish Navy where 5 frigates are escorting the research vessel, and the information that we have access to indicates that Greek naval vessels are also in the area. So it is a very tense night tonight. Hopefully, we won't have any issues, but it is definitely something that the international community should keep an eye on.
Just give us a little more background to this dispute, because we explained it there, but you have obviously a number of different countries involved. You have this agreement for an exclusive economic zone between Egypt and Greece. That is struck in response to a deal that Turkey made with the internationally recognized government of Libya in Tripoli. Now, just explain how we got to this point.
So the issues in the region started several years back because the Turkish government does not recognize the right of the Castellorizo simplex, which is a simplex of islands very close to the south coast of Turkey. They do not recognize that the island has a right to a continental shelf and to economic exclusive zone. Greece, according to the UN Convention of the Law of the Sea, says that those islands do have that right, and that is supported by several other governments. So it's all about defining the borders of the continental shelves and the economic exclusion zones of all the countries in the regions. That specific complex, the island complex, is the one that is causing all the issues at this moment.
And so Turkey was furious when Greece and Egypt signed this accord, and now this is why there's been, you're speaking about diplomatic efforts by the Germans. They have intervened, but basically they've not been able to resolve these tensions. And I don't know, this might not be your specific area of expertise, but how could it impact on the conflict in Libya then?
It can have an escalation scenario. What we are seeing right now from Turkey is what is known in international relations as gunboat diplomacy. So Turkey is using naval vessels and research vessels in the region in order to try to further push its interests in the region. It is very well tied to the situation in Libya, because we know that Egypt is supporting the counterpart of Sarraj. And it is a situation that has several tying links, and we have to be very cautious in the steps that are taken because it has to be resolved in a diplomatic way. Turkey needs to respect the international law in order not to cause any further tensions and not to have any unwanted accidents in the region. Because being an ex-Navy officer myself, I can tell you that so many Navy vessels in such a small geographic area could be very dangerous.
All right. Thank you very much, Chronis Kapalidis. Appreciate your thoughts on this story.